What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA IMPACT Wrestling review. A live show tonight, and a lot of things are going to be going on. As they hyped up for Bound for Glory since EC3 had a title shot, but as EC3 came out to cut a promo, talk about, seat on the ring steps, recalling some of his, history in TNA of who he's beaten, where he debuted, and now he's going to be fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship at Bound for Glory. Until Lashley came out holding both the X Division and TNA title. He mocked the EC3 chance, and BFG is just months away, and EC3 isn't the best. They say he's beaten everybody in the X Division and took their title pretty much. And he's beat up Drew Galloway for the TNA title. And nobody's even came close to beating him. Not even you, pretty much, and you can't beat me. EC3's pretty much Lashley. He is one of the best in the world. He said Lashley is one of the most legit athlete and sports entertainment wrestling, or whatever you want to call it nowadays, whatever it may be. He says yes. Lashley said he's better than Galloway and EC3. After that, until as Lashley kept continuing to talk, James Storm came out there and came out in title. Say I didn't get my invitation to the party, saying to the invitation to the party. He says, this ain't Bound for Glory, but we are live from Orlando on Pop TV. His mic kind of went out for a minute, but I've been over here for this company for 14 years with people chanting his name, and so he's gonna kick Lashley's ass pretty much. That's why he came down here. Lashley pretty much got out the ring and went in Storm's face. They both swung at each other. Then right after that, Mike Bennett and Moose tried to sneak attack EC3 until Eddie Edwards came out then and pretty much helped him out, which Josh Matthews pretty much put into there, saying that this is now a tag team match. Bennett and Moose pretty much got the win, as they kind of had some miscommunication a little. Bennett and Moose still won after Moose hit him with the Sky High or whatever, and pretty much Bennett got in and got the pin right after them, beating EC3 and Eddie Edwards as Edwards took the pin. They played another James Storm video. A lot of James Storm videos played tonight, hyping it up, making him believe he will win the title. As he talked about, he beat Kurt Angle in about under 30 seconds when he won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, back in October 2011. And he doesn't cry or mope or anything. He goes to the gym and tries harder. People try to say you didn't do this or you didn't do that. You gained a little weight, but he always pushed himself. And a former wrestler, I want to say one of the hottest free agents, is going to be debuting. And who could it be, folks? As a Hallelujah song played, and people thought who you think it was, as Damien Sandow, but it changed his music and lighting as he stood at the top of the stage. He came to the ring, and Impact Management has done what few people are scared to do: give him a mic on live TV. And I wasn't going to come out here and talk about glass ceilings or all that, and going through the wall and everything. He came out here to tell the truth. They said, for those who used to employ him, don't worry, because this isn't about them, or pretty much you guys over there, and I think we know what company we're talking about. This is about the paying customer, pretty much, the fans of professional wrestling. And so he's been labeled too entertaining to compete for world championships. And he said no matter what any CEO or majority shareholder or authority figure wants you to believe, anyone who has ever stepped foot into the ring, he's worked for the fans and stuff. And it says there are some wrestlers who are preordained or excessive or receive countless opportunities, and the intelligence of the fans is pretty much insulted, and their opinions are thrown out the window. He says Impact Wrestling is a proving ground, pretty much. He talked about guys like EC3, Drew Galloway, Bobby Lashley, even Brother Nero. He's heard of that guy. He wants to meet him. And we're going to do this the right way and on an even, legit playing field. And he's going to seize the opportunity and, the full potential. As people chanting, you're a genius. I never tested my IQ, but that's the gimmick. But he says he's going to change the landscape and the template of this industry. And, he's gone by a lot of names and everything, but his name is Aron, and it's Aron Rex, not Damien Sandow, folks. and welcome to the debut of Aron Rex. His new home is TNA IMPACT Wrestling, and the crowd was pretty much over with Rex tonight as people chanted TNA and TNA several times. He really got the crowd hot and hyped up. You know, he made some references talking about the other company in WWE, but we'll see what happens with Aron Rex. Hopefully, he gets the opportunity in WWE. Listen, I know a lot of us saying that in WWE should have gotten a very big push right after, or some type of push after the whole Mizdow thing, but it's like they went nowhere and just left them in the dust, almost. As after that, pretty much Marie and Ali were talking to Gail Kim, and you're gonna be in a one-on-one match tonight. As Marty Bell attacked her. So yeah. After that, Marty Bell went against Gail Kim in a no DQ match. Pretty much, Gail Kim won as Ali got involved also until Jade came out to pretty much help out. They started to jump her, Marie and them, but they pretty much got the save. And Maria says, "You want to help Gail Kim so much, you're gonna be her opponent next week." Broken Matt Hardy, as he was talking in his passenger seat to a driver to take him to Brother Nero, saying, you know, he's done a lot for him. You've been a great partner watching my son. He looks up to you. He opened the car and the drone was driving the car, Vanguard 1. And Matt pretty much he went to Brother Nero, who was standing by some water lake or something, by this watering hole, as Brother Nero has said. He said there's a threat at his home. He says that he dreamed the Decay and the Rosemary are going to take his son away from him, Maxwell. So he sent Vanguard 1 back to North Carolina to protect Reby and Maxwell. And he says, "Go, my glorious friend. Make sure you protect them." And he says, "We must now come, Brother Nero. We must now visit the zone of impact for our next match." They play another James Storm video, talk about, you know, I grew up dirt poor and everything. His mom did everything to raise him and his brothers and stuff. And I guess he was at a graveyard or somewhere where he wished his dad and grandfather or grandmother were here to, you know, see how be proud of him and stuff. So it was a really good video. Storm pretty much, you know, thinking it could be his night, that he could win the title match. Some weird Fatal 4-Way is next week with the Helms Dynasty, the Tribunal, the Bromans, and the Hardys for some reason. Broken Matt came out for a promo, and that he pretty much said that Vanguard 1 is here to protect Senior Benjamin, Reby, and the King, or King Maxwell, or whatever. He's with their lives and everything, and that the Decay must be destroyed, as he called out Brother Nero. Matt pretty much blamed Jeff for losing the tag team titles because of the whole dirt bike incident. And Jeff said, I can't do this on my own. Says, you know, and he says, Matt, like, I am here to, these ants are not allowed to judge a god like himself. But he can't do the winning tag titles on his own. He says, you know, he apologized for breaking his year, but it's not, these fans don't want to see Broken Matt or Brother Nero. They want to see the Hardys. That's who they want to see, as they said. But Matt says, we can never go back to the Hardys. It is over. The Tribunal and Al Snow came out then, as they said, Snow said, you know, from a guy that was the former mayor of Crazy Town, he digs what Matt's doing. You know, aren't you like skin some puppies to make a coat? As, pretty much the Tribunal talked about Jeff, as Jeff had to fight. Well, I guess the Hardys were supposed to fight both the Tribunal then. As this match got so insane. Okay, let's get this thing. First off, Matt pretty much saw a fan where Jeff Hardy's sign, it says not obsolete. He grabbed a fan and pretty much hypnotized him, and he tore up the sign and said delete, delete, delete. Al Snow was doing it too with his whistle until Matt bit his hand. He took his boot off, beat Baron Dax with it. After that, Jeff hit a twist of face on Baraka and won. And then Jeff says, you know, is that good enough for you, Broken Matt? And Matt said that you need to show a bit of passion and stuff. He says, you want to see passion? Pretty much he hit a twist of fate on all of the Tribunal and Al Snow. And then he went to get some tables. He put Matt over a table. No, he put Al Snow through a table. And then Jeff jumped off the table onto the outside of the ring and pretty much started laughing, saying, Brother Nero, I am Brother Nero. So this Brother Nero thing gets so crazy that it's still great, but it's insanity at this point. And if you're gonna go into the Decay, this match has to be too crazy that no one can even manage it if they're gonna fight the Decay for the tag team titles. So this is now the definition of insanity. Bobby Lashley talking to Dixie and Billy Corgan, as you know, they talk about, you know, you guys being a clique, and he said, you know, I know what you guys are doing, giving James Storm this feel-good story, but it's not going to work. And he said, we wanted to send cameras to you, but you didn't want it. And stuff. So it's like Lashley wanted him too. The Decay talked about how they kidnapped Bram, which I don't know how they start when the match starts dreaming about they're going to, you know, take away his wife and kids. The Decay after they just kidnapped Bram last week. Drew Galloway came out for a promo, so, you know, I haven't been in the Impact Zone for a couple of weeks and everything. And stuff. You know, I've been fighting for 16 years to become the world champion. And he wanted to be the first traveling champion since Ric Flair. And he talked about EC3 costing him his matches and everything. He's seen the footage and he was pissed. And EC3 is a snake in the grass. And EC3 is jealous of him because he had to sabotage his career. So he says next week, one-on-one, whoever wins gets the right to fight at BFG. And I don't know, and people question this all the time with EC3 and others that put their title shot on the line against somebody. And I know Ziggler's done it recently in WWE, but, you know, Galloway, I guess, I don't know what EC3's decision will be, but we'll see. Another James Storm video here talking about, you know, people say he couldn't beat the Olympic gold medals for the title, but he did. And he'll beat Lashley too tonight, as pretty much the main event time was happening. Pretty much James Storm versus Bobby Lashley for the TNA X Division and King of the Mountain Championship. As I almost thought James was going to win in minutes, he immediately at the last call super kick. And fans even, it was a great match, really. Actually, a really great match. I thought Storm was going to win after 2 super kicks, and fans chanted, "That was 3. That was 3. But before Storm could do another last call, he had a cold breaker or whatever, or backstabber, and pretty much Lashley putting his head back to the rope, back came up and ran up with a spear and pinned him in. And then after that, Aron Rex came up and looked at Lashley as they went off the air. Then, as now Bobby Lashley is the TNA X Division and TNA pretty much World Heavyweight, X Division, and King of the Mountain Championship. I know a lot of people don't say the King of the Mountain title doesn't mean that much anyways, but he's got all three titles now. The match was pretty good. Really great match. And I almost thought Storm was going to win it, but, you know, Bobby Lashley's taking all the belts right now, so we'll see what goes on from there. And with Aron Rex making his debut, the former man known as Damien Sandow, we'll see how that goes, and I hope he gets the opportunity he deserves. And I don't know if any other free agent's going to go over there since it's been a lot lately in WWE, but we'll see what happens. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.